Hi, I'm Daniel, and the butterfly effect is a way to convey every action causing another, that causes another, etc. The name uses the example of something that's very simple as a butterfly flapping its wings. It can be many times this is shown, fictional or real, but in this video, I'll discuss two episodes of shows I have previously discussed with the same title and concept. This is the 20th TV show analysis, so I decided to make a comparison of two of the first shows I discussed in this video series. Do stuff like this more, but it's not high on the plans. If I do, I'll probably have the same show. But I'll start discussing the one that came out first, The Amazing World of Gumball. Gumball episode The Butterfly Effect decides to literally have a butterfly be the start of everything. This was from season 3, as season I have no opinion as a whole. Season 2 and 3 are middle ground to the first Just Good season 1 and Amazing seasons 4 to 6. It's definitely y'all highlights in these seasons, also y'all forget what episodes. So, this episode starts at school with a running joke, and then Miss Simeon is teaching about the butterfly effect. The episode explains it as a cocoon catches with what's supposed to be a butterfly. Human face they edit onto the butterfly perfectly fits Gumball's style of weirdness. Gumball and Darwin decide to release it, knowing the hand will cause their large cast of extras. We see y'all wacky shenanigans like the builder guy's strength getting in the way, Mr. Robinson continuing to be the show's best character annoying everyone. Big fight for a $20 bill going along the street. The red old man getting stuck trying to reach that money, and an accidental proposal. Climax of all of this in the song Elmo Help Desk, which is funny dealing with everyone's problems. A lot have happened that all started with Butterfly, but after the pink things whose name is Haunty Karen throws her desk out the window, the knock-on effect is more literal. It is like dominoes knocking over lines of people, and it almost stopped at one point until Penny's father, Patrick Fitzberg, pushed someone to keep going. Sky could have stopped the butterfly effect, but caused death and destruction by continuing it. Kiao Man ends up causing a tornado, like Mysterian said would happen. We cut back to the school as the butterfly returns to show the damage it caused, ending this episode. Butterfly effect is quite funny as an anthology, showing the title to many set pieces with a good song to end the second act. It isn't great as it screams how it's Gumball's deciding phase of comedy, with it being a typical animated show. You can tell they're part of the comedy. It makes the episode only about 7 out of 10. It is still good, showing a useful butterfly effect, so how's the Yard House compare? The butterfly effect is the Yard House episode back in season 1, and this is the highlight of that season. Plot starts with Yinkin destroying uses chemicals in a room. He decides to leave and not tell anyone. Wonder what's the worst that could happen. The dog Charles knows, and his role in the episode is funny, being something to talk to. There's great comedy, and at one point he even manages to call him on a phone. We yet discuss what happened to all 10 of his sisters using the butterfly effect. Jenny hit her head and is switched to be smart and leaves for Harvard. This comparison makes Lisa abandon everything and work at Phipps because he's the only employee who would hire 4-year-olds with no experience. This was earlier before Phipps was a more established character. This is still in tune with that modern portrayal. Lisa is no longer tutoring Yin, which means she is failing school and kicked out of her sports teams. In annoyance, she throws a ball and hits Yori's face, making her ugly. Both have lost their defining talent, so have turned to a life of crime. That's I'd expect from the two worst sisters. Anna is now living in a bubble after seeing what happened to Yoria, which shows the reverse of her usual reckless nature. They could have different depiction of what happened to the sisters, varies from being completely opposite to just an exaggeration of their normal traits. When I wrote a song I'm guessing about all that happened, she describes her family going on the highway to "Heyo." It's this the implied Hell in a Kid show. The song becomes popular, she leaves to pursue music career, but then destroys hotel. It's interesting to see her turn to an entitled celebrity. Luan now doesn't have a roommate to tell jokes to, so started watching the news. This makes her quit comedy to become an activist and tie herself to a tree in protest. I could see this as Yuan also has a strong sense of self and morals, with her interest being a comedian. Her turning more serious and liberating the pets to rated theme is the next step. She got bit by a liberated bat and turned into a vampire, which is good for her but not for the family. Rory's role started earlier when Yenny found the picture frame that Bobby was supposed to give her an actual anniversary. She is for some reason annoyed they were speaking despite it just being planning a gift arrangement. She is now with Kai, which will wait the moment this episode starts getting insane. Final change is random, as Lisa's old stuff mate Yaya Giant. She almost eats Yinkin, then he snaps back to reality as the whole episode is his imagination. Normally a type of ending is a cop-out, but this episode makes it work superbly. It makes so the episode can be insane where everyone except Ying can be either out of character, or if the underived version of them are out of mattering. There's also a relatable idea to come up with such a elaborate unrealistic theoreticals. Also, it's implied useless chemicals might have impacted his brain. Mister is happy with the result of Yinkin being a hidden burial in a practical and the typical joke anyway, Yor and Kai being married. I was wondering where the parents were during this, but that's just a season 1 thing. And the whole it's a dream thing protects it from another problem. You can still be witnessing everything for your part is great. There's no little butterfly or an explanation of the title needed. It instead does shows the knock-on effects in a memorable way. I heard some hate this episode, but that was at a time when there was yes to complain about. Like recent Yard House. Still the right episode, and because I gave it to the other, I will give this a 9 out of 10. In conclusion, this was so straight for Gumball's better show overall. However, I'd easily say the Yard House did better out of these 2 episodes. It's more funny, and it's better showing the effect with direct consequences seized to Yin Kid, and main character follow throughout the episode. Come to think of it, both shows like the reverse with the Yard House peaking in seasons 2 and 3, but went downhill after. I'm not very interested in the show currently. I'll still make 1 or 2 more videos, but it's not near the top. I haven't even been watching most of season 6 yet. On the other hand, Gumball turned to a masterpiece in seasons 4 to 6 for being funny and complex. I want to discuss some more from it. If you like this video, consider pressing subscribe because there are more videos similar to this both out and in the works. The end.